What up? What's good, everybody? It's another Wednesday, another edition of Midweek Medicine. I got something for y'all. I've been holding it on this one. I've been thinking about it, been praying on it, and I feel like it'll bless y'all. All right, real quick story. Last week, well, let's say before last week, my wife and I, we got this Jeep, right? And with this Jeep, we found out it had all these different type of problems. You know, we got the little 30-day temp tags on there, but the tags expired last year, right? So now we riding around on old tags. At one point, I even switched the tags to another car that we had just so we could get by, hopefully without the police pulling us over and all that other stuff, because of all the work that we got to keep getting done to this thing just for it to pass inspection so we could be legit, right? Last week come, Monday come, finally get pulled over. Like, we ain't been pulled over this whole time. I got these wrong tags on here. The year's right, but these tags don't belong on this. Finally get pulled over. Long story short, cop was like, if I see you around here again with these tags on this car, I'm locking you up. Mr. Officer, you ain't said nothing but a word. You ain't gonna see me around here again. But what did that do? That set me and my wife up in the position where we needed to start getting things right with this truck, right? We needed to, hold on, let me backtrack. I also found out that my license wasn't no good. I didn't even know that. So now I'm driving around with bad tags, wrong tags, and a bad license. I didn't even know all this was happening. But check it out. But what it do? It gave us 5 to get everything back in line. You know, we got who we needed to get get the car fixed. We had somebody that was like, if you give us $150 cash, I'll pass your car and you can go get your stickers and everything and then deal with everybody later on. Now, I'm about 85% honest. My wife can be 100% honest. So I'm like, let's just get it done and we'll work on everything later on. And for a minute, my wife was like, maybe. But then she come back, she said, no, honey, let's not do that. Let's just do it all right. And I'm looking at her, I said, you know what? You are absolutely right. Because I don't know about y'all, but I was the one, if I walked into the high school building with about 5 of my friends and we all got hats on and we not supposed to be wearing hats, I'm going to be the one that's getting in trouble. Always. I was always the one to get called out, and I never knew why. So that's why I could never rob no bank, because I'd probably be the one to get caught. Like, that's just the way it is. Like, honest to God's truth. And I believe the reason why that is because it's something in me. And it's something in me that I hold in a certain way. And what is it? Is that I'm the right person with the right values. But having the right values makes me the right person. So, you know, with that car, we did everything right. We went to inspection, we got everything fixed, we passed, I got my license right. And doing everything right, like, we started to get blessed. Like, it was cheaper for us to do it the right way than to do it the wrong way. It put me in position where I was able to, some of y'all might have seen the post, I was able to go speak at another school last week, and that was a blessing for us. That was tremendous. All these different things, just because we decided to do stuff in the right way, started happening for us. Money that we were trying to figure out money, we surviving on chili all week long, money coming through that we wasn't even expecting. All these different things that happened just because we decided to do these things in the right way, in the right manner, and present it to people like this just what it is. So what am I saying to y'all? I want y'all to become the right person, but in order to become the right person, you gotta have the right values. And what are your values? Your values are your principles, your beliefs. Plain and simple, it's the thing that keeps you when nobody else is around. You know, if you walking in the street and you see somebody drop their wallet, do you pick it up or you put it in your, you take it to the person that dropped it, or you put it in your pocket? When you alone, and some of y'all can relate to this, everybody, these youngsters can't relate to this, but I don't know about y'all, but my grandparents and aunts had that one room in the house that you couldn't go in. You was not supposed to go in this room at all. You know, it had the plastic on everything. You can't walk in there. That room is just for company. You better not walk in there. And what some of y'all do, when you got left home by yourself, you probably went and took your shoes off and ran through there one time just like, I'm in here. Well, if you got the right values, then even when grandma not there or mama not there, whatever the scenario was, you stayed out of there. You did not go in that room. And you did right. And that later on to set you up for something good down the line, you know. So hold on to your values. And I really want whatever young people that see this, I want them to hold on to this, because they don't understand what it is to, people are going short on values these days and personal beliefs and principles and things like that. Your values and your principles, these are your standards. They'll set you apart from other people. When the group look one way, you'll look another way, and people will notice it. And you're not doing these things, and you're not, carrying out these values or whatever to, for anybody to highlight you in any kind of way. It's just who you are. It's what you do. It's what I am, being the right person, to do what it is I'm doing, to speak to you every week, to go to schools and whatever, to speak to people. I gotta be the right person. I can't say one thing and do another thing. I gotta, the things that I talk about, especially when they're positive and in a certain light, I gotta do that. I gotta portray that. And that will set me apart from a lot of people. That will put me in position. It set me in a position last week where I was able to speak to over 600 students. So hold on to your values. They'll set you apart from everything. I've been studying the story of Joseph lately. And in this story, it comes to a point where he gets in so good with the Pharaoh that the Pharaoh's like, look, I gotta go out. I gotta go handle some business. Everything in my kingdom is yours. The only thing I ask that you don't do is don't mess with my wife. Don't sleep with my wife. Anything else is yours, but don't do that one thing. Now, anybody like me, that's hood rules. You learn that you learn that with your friends. If that's your girl, once they break up, you don't go date your man's girl. You don't do that. If your man leave his wallet and he got $1,000, you get that wallet back to him with all that money in it. I got friends that I will never ever have to worry about because of our values, because of our belief system, because of how we are with each other, our covenant to each other, right? And that's what this was. So, the Pharaoh leaves one day, and Joseph is in there, and Pharaoh's wife thinking Joseph looking good because Joseph has been in a position where he's got a little bit of power. He is, he's doing things that the Pharaoh can profit from and that the Pharaoh love. And she was just liking what she was seeing. He was a man in a powerful position that was other than the Pharaoh. She was liking it. She was loving it. So when she got a chance to, she tried to come on to my man. And my man, he like, look, I need to get out of here. I can't do this. Pharaoh said this was the one thing, he's my boss. This is the one thing he said he didn't want me to do. I can't do it. I need to get up out of there. Well, somewhere in there, she was close enough to be near him when she tried to come on to him to get some of his clothes, and when she snatched off his clothes and everything, she lied to the Pharaoh when Pharaoh came back. Oh, he tried to do this to me, he tried to do that. My man but he never changed his story. He stuck to who he was. He ended up going to jail for it. Now, eventually, I'm not sure how much time, eventually, when he did come out, he was blessed. I guess I don't know if it was twofold or tenfold, whatever it was, but my man, he ended up, even though not a pharaoh, he ended up still ruling parts of the land. People had to come to him to get certain things. He was wealthy. He was doing good. Why? Because he stuck to his values. He stayed true to who he was. And in time, it set him apart from everybody else. Where at one point, people looked down on him, or he wasn't nothing but a prisoner. Now he's in a position of power. And just because he stuck to his values, because he stayed true to who he was, to who he believed. So stay true to who you are. Be who you are. Like, it's certain things that your parents are instilling in you. Your pastors are instilling in you. Other people that's, adults to you, or whatever the scenario may be, they're teaching you. And these values and these things that you have, they're meant to help you. They'll guide you in life. They'll, like I said, they'll set you apart from everybody. They'll put you in position of power just because you being who you are. Michelle Obama, she put up a quote and was saying that if it wasn't for who she was and what she stuck to while she was going through school, she wouldn't be married to the president right now. That's her values. She could have easily been chasing boys and all that other stuff, but she chose to stay true to who she was and what she was working for, and she ended up being the first lady. So with that being said, I want y'all to think about what I'm saying. I want y'all to really evaluate yourself. Think about who you are. Think about who it is that the people that are leading you and guiding you and teaching you what they're trying to instill in you and how these things will work for you later on in life. And I guarantee you, I stamp it every time, you'll be blessed 100-fold, and you won't even realize what's happening just because you stay true to who you are. So with that being said, I love y'all. Y'all like what I'm doing, share it, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Tumblr, check the YouTube, all that stuff. Just like it, share it, and put this word out there. So once again, I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll see y'all on the next one.